Hello, I'm Sophiralou and welcome to my channel.
Do you ever have those days where no matter what you do, everything doesn't seem to be perfect? And you get yourself stuck in a rut, and no matter what you do, you can't get yourself out of it? Well, in this video, for this end of month's video, I'm going to talk about art block and how I deal with it. And art block is frustrating. It's never ending. It's like being stuck in a bubble and you can't get yourself out of it. No matter what you do, nothing seems perfect. Everything seems to have imperfections and you hate yourself for it and you can't get yourself out of it. And you feel that everything you produce in that segment of time is just not worth it. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is. The way I deal with art block is I doodle a little bit every day. Even if I don't feel like it, I'll just vent draw. And I draw it in my sketchbook because I know stuff in that doesn't have to be perfect. And I think that's where the problem lies. Thinking that everything has to be perfect when it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. For example, what I'm drawing here was something in my sketchbook and everything I was doing just didn't seem perfect because I was really struggling on what to do for this video and what to talk about in this video. And to be honest, I've had a bit of a block in the last few weeks. Well, I say weeks, really it's been the last week and a half, and it's just everything I was doing just didn't seem perfect. And it got me thinking about art block and how everyone deals with it and how we all almost counterproductive ourselves. And I find if I do a little bit of a doodle every day and tell myself, do you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect, I'll just deal with it. And if I have a bad day, I have a bad day. And this can be difficult, especially when you want everything of your work to be perfect, or you feel like everything bit of your work needs to be perfect. And that, I understand, it's very difficult to do. But I sometimes think that I need to bite the bullet and I just need to do what I need to do. I like to look at loads of different things. I like to study. I like to break down how someone's done something and how I can apply it to my work. And it can be very counterproductive because you look at other people's work and you think, oh, they're so much better than me, I can never achieve it. And then you get yourself down in the dumps about your work. And it's the whole rotation. It goes round and round in circles and circles. And I'm here to tell you that pick up that sketchbook, doodle something, even if it's something small, right? Because when you've gone over your art block and you look back at it, you may see something in those images that you can utilize later on. Like this illustration I did a few months ago. I put it in my sketchbook and I liked the concept of it, but there was just something about it that was jarring that I did not like. And no matter what I did, I just couldn't get out of this block. But I found that doodling, I kept on doodling, and then I've looked back through that sketchbook and some of those doodles are the best I have done in such a long time. And it was because I was in this sort of feeling of self-doubt and self-conscious. I will constantly throw away bits and pieces. And you shouldn't, because even if something doesn't seem right at the time, you can put it down and then come back to it another time and it'll be so much better. Art block is something that we all go through, and sometimes it can last for a few days, other times it can last for months, and art block isn't fun to go through. And I'm here to tell you that everything you do is an achievement. Every little illustration, even if you draw just the tiniest little bit, you are practicing, you are making yourself better. And this is what you need to do. You need to draw just a little bit every day. Even if it's just the smallest doodle, you are pushing yourself, you are feeling your work and how you do things. And everyone deals with art block in different ways. But the way I deal with it is I just draw. I draw because I'm feeling down. I draw because I'm feeling in a good mood. I draw because I'm emotional. And this is one of the reasons why I always found drawing as a relaxing thing. And this is the way I see it. I try and not get myself too worked up about drawing because, you know, it's what I enjoy. And I don't feel like I have to draw. It's what I want to draw. And that's how I found that I've gotten through artblock, that I'm not seeing it as I need to draw. I'm seeing it as I want to draw. What do I want to draw today? It doesn't have to be perfect. Like all my illustrations, they're far from perfect. This one is far from perfect. But there's concepts of it that I like, and I'll probably go back to it and go, you know what? I like this idea. Let me see how I can play it for other pieces. But sometimes you have to take a break as well. So even though I'm saying it's good to doodle a little bit every day, like even if it's a small doodle, don't feel like it has to be a masterpiece, because it doesn't. No piece that you ever have to do will always have to be a masterpiece, because you can do whatever you want. Sketchbooks are there so you can develop ideas. You need to remember that not everything in it has to be perfect. So even if it's just a few gestural drawings, or whether or not it's just you working out an art funk, or do you know, you've seen a technique that you like and you just want to try it out, that's what your sketchbook is there for. It's there to develop your ideas. Art block can be a pain, and it's not a very nice thing to go through, because you feel like almost worthless, so to speak, because everyone else's work is so much better than yours. But you've got to remember this: there will always be someone out there whose skill you admire, whose someone's work you feel is better than your own. But you can develop, you can get better, you can improve, and that's what you've got to strive for. Please don't ever get yourself down in the dumps and depreciate your work for what it is, because this is how you get yourself down in that little corner and you cannot climb out, and you feel so unaccepted for your work. But just keep on going, because I'm here to tell you that you are worth it. Your work is worth it, and every little stroke you do on that page, you are creating something that no one else could. And art block is that little block in you that's saying you can't do this. And I'm saying to you, do you know what? You can. Even if it seems like it's a pain, just pick up that pencil and try, because that's all you can do. Just try. Just even if it's a little scratch on a piece of paper, you've tried, you've done something today. And I kind of want to motivate other people as I motivate myself. And I'll probably, when I'm feeling a little bit down, listen back on this video myself. Not because I'm self-narcissistic or anything like that. It's mainly because I get like that. I get down in the dumps about my work, and I always think it's never good enough. It's never what I want. And do you know, sometimes watching films and being inspired by what someone else does, and you may feel self-worthless for your work, but what you do is so incredible that, I'm not saying that my work's incredible, I'm just saying that just to draw and be expressed by what you do is incredible. Even if it's music, even if it's dancing, it's art, it's if it's illustrating, if it's painting, if it's writing, if it's anything that requires you to put yourself out there in some sort of form, you are amazing for doing so, because only you can find your limit. And the good thing is with art, you're always improving, you are always trying, and that's how you've kind of got to deal with the block. You've just got to say, you know what, I am better than this, and I know that I can improve. I may be down in the dumps right now, but I know that my work will get better, and I am better for doing it. So I kind of wanted this as a pet video, because I get a lot of people that ask me how I deal with it, and I just say, just keep drawing, because you are an amazing person, and you are what you are. You are your work. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video has been somewhat helpful to anyone. If I could help someone, that's all I want. I just want to help you guys. So I hope you guys like this video. Maybe comment on how you guys deal with art block. It would be nice to hear different views. And as always, stay creative.